Hello everybody, here are 5 easy ways, little trucos, that you can get more points in the speaking of the first certificate. Okay, let's go. So, the first way to get some easy points is when you hesitate, dudar, when you're speaking, hesitate in English. Say not am. Say, well, let me think. You say, that's a good question. I'm not so sure. So when you're hesitating, hesitate in English and try to have good pronunciation. Don't say say because they do listen for your pronunciation, okay? The second way to get extra points is when you're doing the photo comparison, the first sentences you can say can be like, both pictures show people playing sports. The first photo could have been taken on the beach. When you say could have been taken, you got a modal could. In the past, could have, you got the passive been taken by the photographer. You understand? So you got a lot of grammar in one short sentence. And if you can memorize that sentence, it sounds really good. This photo could have been taken, da 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 da. Okay, and then say the location. Don't say could be taken, could have been taken. Get that memorized and that will give you extra points. Tip number 3, in the picture comparison, you will be asked a question about your partner's photos. And the question is usually, what would you prefer to do? Okay, and if you get asked the question, which of these photos would you prefer to, if you're being asked your preference, respond by saying, I would rather da 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 sin tu. Okay, what you're doing is you're not copying the words in the question, you're using your own words. The examiner will notice. An example, if the photos are about sport and your question is what sport would you prefer to try, you can respond, I would rather try skiing because da 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 da. I would rather. So change prefer to rather, and if you say rather, don't say to. Tip number 4, never say I am agree, it's I agree. So when you're doing part 3 of the speaking and you've got a discussion, you say I agree, I completely agree, I see your point, I couldn't agree more. There's lots of ways to agree, and then you can say however or but, and then you can disagree a little bit, okay? So begin by agreeing, never say I am agree, and then say but or however or on the other hand, and then say a slightly different point of view. And my final piece of advice for you is remember the name of your partner, okay? And then try to use that name. So in part 4, you're being asked extra questions about part 3. Then you can say, I agree with John because da 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 da. If you use your partner's name, it just puts everybody in a good mood and it just reflects well on you. You want the examiners to like you, and this is a good way to be liked, is to care about your partner in the exam and remember their name and try to use it, okay? So there's 5 tips there. You had hesitate, do that in an English way. Say the first photo could have been taken. Say I would rather or I would prefer to, but trucar, change the language that they use in the question. Agree and disagree in the correct way, and then say however. And finally, remember the name of your partner. Okay, hope that helps. Good luck.